So yeah, getting a good lawyer is also another thing. Good lawyers doesn't mean expensive lawyers. Also, FYI. So
Mhm.
that's I think what a lot of people kind of misconstrue. But yeah, communication is the key, and there's a lot, especially in civil cases. There's a lot of um very amicable divorces.
Okay, well, we've been seeing or watching some of your videos on how you eloquently give like all this information that everyone needs in such a short span of time. So we're thinking of maybe like painting a scenario for you. Okay, let's say working wife. She comes home late at night. She opens up the door, realizes that there's a trail of clothes in front of her leading to the bedroom.
What kind of
She
movie you
walks in.
watching, bro?
I know. I'll tell you what movie I watched last night. Then she opens up the door to find her husband there with another woman.
Wow.
The number two hits the fan. What are some of the legal options she can have?
Well, for anybody, regardless if is a man or a woman, the moment you feel that something's off, whip out your phone.
Okay.
Because that's the number one thing that I always tell everybody who lands into hot soup. It's like it's going to be a he said she said situation if you don't have your phone with you and you record everything. So the best thing that you can do actually when you see that, oh my god, there's something wrong. It doesn't matter whether it's an affair or if it's in a situation where somebody's stalking you. There's so many situations where you might feel uncomfortable. So your phone is kind of like this mini evidence device. So just switch it on, follow the trail of clothes all the way up to the mysterious door that would just change your entire life.
Right.
Open it up, and if you catch them in the act, then that's like settled case. You can even settle the case out of court. Of course, if for an actual divorce, you just have to file everything. But to make them settle to your terms with that kind of evidence is so easy. So that's my number one tip for anybody in that situation.
Always have evidence, and now with your phone.
Oh, okay. With your experience in law and what you're doing right now, helping so many people, what's the best approach for couples that want to have or to lead them into an amicable divorce?
Communication. I mean, it's amazing to know that like when people sit down in front of a lawyer, there's so many things that they did not bother to talk about, just the two of them. So when you're talking about things like, oh, I'm not happy, let's have a divorce, and let's say we're talking about child custody, for example. The simple question of, look, where do you want to how do you want to educate your children moving forward from this now that you're apart? Or what kind of school, what kind of lifestyle, and all of these things you ask them, because that's your professional responsibility, right? And they'll sit there like blank.
Wow.
And sometimes, and even as a young person, when I started law, I wasn't even married. So when I see people coming at a blank, and really like I can see the cogs turning in their minds, like tuk, 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 tuk. Okay, what am I supposed to answer? We're not aligned in this, and it shocks me. So there's really a lot of marriages which are just broken just because the husband doesn't speak to the wife doesn't speak to the husband. I know that life now is very difficult. People are very busy with their work. Sometimes you come home and you just want to like unwind and nobody talk to me. But that shouldn't apply to the spouse. So yeah, getting a good lawyer is also another thing. Good lawyers doesn't mean expensive lawyers. Also, FYI. So that's I think what a lot of people kind of misconstrue. But yeah, communication is the key, and there's a lot, especially in civil cases. There's a lot of very amicable divorces.
Oh.
Okay. Wow. Thank you for all that education and your time. Very much appreciated.
Pleasure.
So
as
happy
always.
to talk to you, and we have you on speed dial. So every time we need legal advice, we're coming to you.
Yeah. Prem, because he's married, of course.
What? Aishah is what?
Huh? Yeah, Aishah's set for life. Really.
Nonsense, fella.
Thank you so much, Reina, for your time.